Positive birth story, a joyful arrival at 38 weeks. In a world where childbirth stories often highlight the challenges, here's a heartwarming and positive experience that brings hope and reassurance. Meet Sarah, a second-time mom eagerly awaiting the arrival of her baby girl. Despite having a positive first birth experience, she couldn't shake the nerves that came from hearing only the most daunting birth stories from others. It was a calm morning at 3 a.m. when Sarah felt a small contraction. Thinking it was just a Braxton Hicks, she went about her day. By afternoon, these mild contractions continued every 10-15 minutes. Then, something unusual happened. After being constipated for most of her pregnancy, she finally had a normal bowel movement around 1 p.m. This signaled to her that perhaps her body was gearing up for labor. By early evening, the contractions were coming every 4 to 6 minutes, but still short, lasting only 25-35 seconds. Sarah was unsure if this was truly active labor, but her husband encouraged her to head to the hospital just in case. After saying goodbye to their 5-year-old son, they arrived at the hospital at 7 p.m. Sarah was 4 centimeters dilated. The nurses monitored her for an hour and confirmed she was in active labor, then moved her to a delivery room around 8:15 p.m. The contractions intensified, but Sarah remained calm, repeating her 3 mantras. This pain has a purpose. I can survive anything for a day, and this baby will come out. By 10:30 p.m., she opted for an epidural, which provided much-needed relief. At that point, she was 7 centimeters dilated. Around 11:45 p.m., just as the OB was preparing to break her waters, they ruptured on their own. Despite the epidural, the sensation was still peculiar. The nurse checked her again. She was now 9 centimeters dilated. At 12:20 a.m., it was time for some practice pushes. After just 2 pushes, the nurse noticed that the baby wasn't sliding back in. Sarah felt immense pressure, and within moments, her baby girl made a dramatic entrance. With no need for further pushing, the baby arrived swiftly and safely. Sarah and her husband welcomed baby Lily into the world at 12:38 a.m., weighing a petite 5 pounds 13 ounces. Sarah had a minor tear that required only 2 stitches, and her recovery was smooth and swift. Despite the small tear, Sarah's recovery was much easier compared to her first birth. She attributed this to the use of witch hazel and dermaplast, which helped immensely. Sarah wanted to share her story to provide a positive perspective on childbirth. She emphasized that while the unknown can be daunting, the outcome, a healthy baby, brings immense joy and comfort. Sarah hopes her story offers reassurance and positivity to expectant mothers. In a world filled with dawning birth stories, Sarah's experience serves as a beacon of hope, reminding us that childbirth can indeed be a beautiful and positive journey. Happy listening, and may this story bring you comfort and joy. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more inspiring birth experiences, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.